Well, good afternoon, campers. Hey, I've got a little problem going on here that I knew when I did it that I wasn't real happy with what I did, and I think I'm going to go ahead and fix the problem. We all do things that sometimes that just we know at the time that we're doing it, maybe it isn't right, and for one reason or another, we just decide, it's going to be okay and just do it anyway. And it's kind of like the back bumper brackets that I had back there. When I put those on, they were a little springy, and I thought, well, they say they'll hold 200 pounds, so I'm going to go ahead and put my generator on there. And when I did, you guys saw what happened. The bumper brackets, the mounting brackets split off, and I ended up having to pay for a bunch of extra welding and a bunch of extra repairs. So, but it's good now, and I'm happy with it. Matter of fact, I got my generator remounted, well, my son put it back on there for me. I still have to bolt it on and put the box back on it. I'm going to be doing that later on in this video too, and making sure that's all finished up. But let me show you what I did wrong, okay? This here. Oh, this isn't wrong here. This is just something I had on here. This is my shower drain right here. And this is a tube going down into a 6-gallon Igloo water jug, which I use for my gray water tank. And for the shower only though. And what was bugging me about this whole thing here, get this out of the way, is when I put this on, it is, you guys see me install it if you were watching my earlier videos. This has got a kind of a corrugated little drain tube on it, and it's about this long, maybe a little longer, but about this long, and the shower drain is just right in there. I built a little platform right here, then the bottom of the shower is right about here, and then the shower goes up. What I didn't like about this is I didn't want to cut the tube and make it real short, so it just comes out of the drain and right over to this, because the hole that I put in here for this was so small. There's only, because I had to feed it through this direction. I fed it in, then I hooked it up, then I sat it all down in. But when I did that, I coiled the drain tube in there. And I knew at the time I should try to figure out a way of cutting it and put a clamp on it. But it had the factory seals on it and things like that, and I was thinking I didn't want to mess with it. And I know that since that's been coiled in there, it doesn't drain really fast. I guess the water in the shower drains real slow. So I want to shorten up that tube. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this off, and I'm going to go ahead and shorten up that tube and figure out a way of doing it. I may have to do a little surgery on the bus here and cut me a hole so I can get in there and manipulate it. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull this off. So let's get started with that. Get this problem fixed. Okay, moved you in a little closer so you can see what's going on. So let's go ahead and get this thing off of here. Ill prepared again. I'll just use it like a screwdriver here. My battery ran out on me. I may cut some of this out. I didn't expect to be doing this manually in front of you here. I thought I'd just zip them out and we'd be ready to roll. Hey, there's not one on the bottom. Okay. All right. So put this away here for a second. Let me get handy tool out here. I got to get that sealer broke loose. Well, that stuff works pretty good. All right. Yeah, that sealer's still nice and flexible. Got a whole roll of that stuff. All right, so let me see if I can manipulate this thing and get it to come out. Well, there is a clamp on it. Well, maybe I did cut that. Oh, geez. I think I did cut that already. Maybe I already thought about that and forgot that I had fixed it. Oh, man. Now I'm embarrassed. Okay. I'm about to get back with you guys. Well, I decided to test it, make sure everything was flowing good, and just a little chunk of debris came out of it. Basically, it looked like a little black thing, and now it's working. There must have been some manufacturing defect in the hose or something. A little piece of plastic was left in there. It's working fine now. I'm not going crazy. It's draining good. Oh man. Yeah, I've got the shower running right now, and it's going really good here. Go in and make sure the pan isn't getting too close with me. No, I wasn't wrong. Look at that. The whole pan's full of water. I do have a drain problem. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open that up and figure out what's going on. That's the only thing I can do here. I shouldn't have doubted myself. And I also should have done it like I thought I should have the first time. All right, gonna get back at it then. Okay guys, I cut a hole in this thing and I can see underneath my shower, there's the pan I built, and I don't know if you can see that in that mirror, but there is a twist in that plastic drain line in there. And I can't for the life of me get it to come undone. I'm starting to dread this. I think I may have to tear my bathroom apart to fix this. I may have to pull the pan up, and to pull the pan up I need to pull the walls back off, which will ruin them because they're thoroughly glued on there. Oh boy. Well, let me mess with this some more and I'll see what I can come up with. Well, the man's got a plan. This is my original hole. I found a wire in there. I was lucky I didn't cut that, but Um, I couldn't get to it from this side. I tried to untwist that. I can't get my hand in there to do it. So I'm going to put me a hole right here, an access hole. I reviewed my videos, and I think that I know that there's a metal bar right here, the one that makes the loop for the house to support the ceiling and the walls. There's one in between every window, and so I'm going to leave room for that, and I'm going to cut me another access hole right here, and the drain should be somewhere right in this vicinity. So I'm going to go ahead and reach in there and manually untwist the pipe and pull the access out this hole, shorten it, reattach this. I'm going to put me a aluminum panel right here. And that's the best fix for this right now. If this doesn't work, then I'm going to have to go ahead and start taking the laminate off of the walls, the fiberglass walls off the shower. And then from there, I'm going to have to pull the pan up and do it manually. So I don't want to have to do that. So I'm going to try this first. So I'm going to grit my teeth and just bear it here. I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of this cut out and I'll bring you back. I don't want you guys to listen to this for that long. Well guys, I had to cut a little bit bigger because that metal bar in there is wider than I thought. See, there's part of it right there. That's part of the support for the wall there. That's that metal bar that goes up between every window. That's what makes these buses really strong. And a lot of you guys are asking me about the insulation in this bus. And you know, I covered it way early in the episodes, but here's a piece of the side body I just cut out. That's what it's got. It's got fiberglass on the inside. Then it's got another layer of smooth fiberglass over that does the finish work. Then this is the outside. See how thick it is? The outside's thicker than the inside. And it has this honeycomb sealed in, glued together. So it gives it a little over an inch of thickness. And inside that there's another panel that I had to pull out. And it's just some Luan 1/4 inch and or 1/8 inch, and it's got carpet on it. And so this all fit together like that all together. But that's how the thing is insulated. And that's why I didn't re-insulate the bus, because I figured that was enough, you know, with all the thermal escaping, you know, the heat's escaping through the windows anyway. There's so many windows in it. But Now all I have is the back wall here. This is the back wall of the shower right here. And there's the back wall of this, then it goes, if I cut a hole here, it's going to go underneath the shower pan. If I cut any higher, it would go through the wall into my shower itself, and I don't want that. So I'm going to open this up. I'm going to try to reach in there with my hand and get that hose straightened out. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out this last piece of 3/4 inch plywood, and we'll see if I've made a successful try here or not. Success, my friends. Oh man, this has been a rough one. I had to get in here and put a pry bar. First of all, I had to cut one of the braces out into the floor. Then I had to get in here with a pry bar and lift that up and pull this out. You can see right here where it was smashed. See? Right there. That poor hand's shaking. Oh man. So I'm going to cut this kink out of it right here. I'm going to cut it back to right here, and then I'm going to remount it right there. And I went over next door to my neighbors and got me a piece of aluminum for this. And yeah, he just gave it to me, the metal shop next door. So I have a 16 by 6 piece of aluminum I'm going to put right here, and I'm going to rivet it on. And I may or may not paint it white. I'm not sure. I think I'll probably will paint it white. Then right here is going to be the drain again. But I'm going to cut this whole section off right here. And there's my wires. I didn't damage those. These are for the bath light. Yeah, man, what a relief. So I'm going to go ahead and get this cut off and make my panel. And I'm going to go ahead and hook this back on right here, right there. Cut it right there, hook that on there with a clamp. And I should be back to good again. But before I do anything else, I'm going to go in there and run the drain and make sure this is working properly still. So, man, learned my lesson on this one. And there's a stream of water coming out of there now. I think I'm good. I'm going to go check inside the shower and I'll be right back. Hey guys, I fixed it. So, oh man, yeah, it's draining just fine now. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up here, and I'll bring you guys along for the end of it too, when I'm putting the new aluminum panel on and stuff. So yeah, I'm so happy. I can't believe it. All right, I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay guys, what I've got here is some foam cut to size to close the openings up. And let's see here. I've got me a panel made, which is going to go on like this, right like that. So the first thing I'm going to do is to set this into place so I know it's correct. And squeeze this on here again. And that's going to take a heat gun. I'm going to have to go get me a heat gun. That's not a bad looking little panel though, is it? So I've got my rivets for this. Nice tight fit. I'm going to rivet that on there like that. So let me go get the heat gun and get this on here first. Then we'll go from there. Okay, so heating this up is going to make this flexible right here. Make it easy to put on. got it pretty toasty warm there. I can barely touch it. So I think that will work. Yeah, see how easy that went on? Now when that cools, okay, so I got it notched right here for this. So I'm going to put this at the top so I can slide it straight back in when it comes time. All right. You know what I did, guys? I did all this for nothing. Get ahead of myself, you know? But you know me, I don't edit out my goofs. It is what it is. I am who I am. Okay. This time I'll line up there. Line those screw holes up too. Okay. I tell you, sometimes I wonder. I hear the kitty howling in the background. Reminds me of Ruby Doo. There. Okay. So I think what I want to do is I'll push this into position. There. So now that I know I have that in position, I'll pop me my first hole here. Okay. So now I know I have a starting point. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put some sealer on this. Oh man, tough. Okay, Let's get that first one set into its hole and press the rest of this in place. All right. I don't know, guys. Am I showing you too much here? Am I getting in too many little details that you don't need to see? I guess you don't need to see me screw in every one of these things. I'm going to get these things put on and riveted in, and I'll be back with you. I'm getting close to being done here on this, on the riveting anyway. You might be asking yourself, why didn't he just grab some screws and just screw this thing on here real quick? It'd be so much easier. Some self-tapping screws, just zap that thing right on there. Well, the problem is, when you put an aluminum panel on and you put a steel screw through it, what happens is it oxidizes. The aluminum will oxidize. The steel will make the aluminum bubble and start eating at it. Sort of like rust on metal. So you have to put aluminum rivet on aluminum panel. If you're going to make it last for any time. Just a little tidbit of information in case you didn't know. And there. Okay. So now we put this back into place. I'll go get a little drill bit. We'll screw these three, put 3 stainless steel screws in that, and hope for the best. All right. I'll be back with you in a minute. Okay. I put some RV sealer tape behind it and drilled these. Now I'm just sucking this down here so it'll be a nice tight seal. There. And we just trim this off a little. Get this stuff out of here. Well, that's not too bad. Yep, a little bit worse for wear. I've got to find the cap now for this and hook my little string up. So let me see where that's at. All right, I'll have to get back with you on that. All right, here's the cap. And since this is a steel screw, I'm not going to put it in that. I'm going to put it over here. Well, yeah, a little more worse for wear this thing is, but it's still good. I kind of banged it up a little bit up here when I was cutting, because I didn't want to take it off, because I might not have got it back on again. Well, that caused me 5 hours of anguish, and oh man, I was so relieved this is fixed. So, guys, take a lesson from me. You know, you know what's right in your heart. Just do what's right. I mean, that kind of goes along with everything in life. So otherwise, it just causes you problems. So I'll see you guys on the next time. Thank you for watching my videos, and subscribe if I've helped you out at all. And thank you very much. Bye-bye.